So I welcome you all to my first ever YouTube video. What's up, guys? My name is Aid Bogun Blessing. I'm a Forex trader and I've been trading for over 4 years now. I'm an electrical electronics engineering graduate from the University of Benin. So sit back as you accompany me on this journey. Don't touch this dial. So the first section of this video will be my story of how I broke into the Forex market. First things first, I didn't know how Forex was before I entered. If I had known, I would have probably not entered into the Forex market because like every young guy in your early 20s, they would always have a driving force. If you don't have a driving force or a reason for coming into the market, you would not survive in this market. This market is a very, very, very tough market, and it's one of the toughest markets to make money from. And that is a reason, another reason why I love the market. Right from when I was small, I've always wanted to take on tasks that are way ahead of me or way harder than normal. From when I was small, I loved mathematics. I was good at maths. In JAM, I got about 89 maths in JAM. In my first 100 level, I made almost all A's. So I was a very, very good student in academics. So so as a young guy, there will always be a driving force. A young guy that wants to survive in this industry, there will always be a driving force, a reason why you would have this dying want or need to want to conquer this market, or to want to hone your craft as a trader. For me, it was a heartbreak. It was a heartbreak. The heartbreak I had in 2020 January 20th. I still remember it, man. Crazy. So it was so bad that there was a void in me that I needed to do something. I didn't know what I wanted to do at the time. I was confused. I was still in school, but I knew that school was something that was not. My grades started slipping, so I knew that this school is not something that I want to do on the long run because my heart was not there. So after the heartbreak, I came back home. I think that was during the lockdown. I was at home for a few months. My dad could see how frustrated I was. I was just when I was down, I've never been that low for a very long time in my life. So my dad saw this in me, about me, and was like, I've been hearing this thing about this trading stuff. Why don't you just go and learn about it? Why don't you go into it and see if something that you would like? I know that you are very smart, you are good with math calculations, so that thing is something that you would find very, very easy. So me personally, I take anything my dad tells me, I take it into cognizance. I take it seriously. So at the time, I knew if I told my dad that when I did my findings and I saw the amount we're charging, people like KC, was charging over 200 to 400,000 naira at the time. I knew if I had told my dad that, it's 200,000, he encouraged me, but he would have discouraged me again to go and learn something, maybe go and learn barbing or something. Like a friend of mine suggested to me 5 years ago. So that was how it started. I told my dad, I was like, Dad, there's one of my cousin of mine was trading, so he was very good at trading. I lied to him that he was good at trading, that he stays in Ogara, that I want to go and stay with him so at least I would learn. But that was like, okay, that's very good. You take this money for your transport and go to Ogara. On getting to Ogara, I realized that this one didn't know how to trade shit. It was obviously still learning like me. It was at least trying. So when I got there, he gave me the basics, baby peeps. I thought maybe probably reading baby peeps would help me. I thought it's something that if I just start like this, don't worry. You broke up with me, Abi, or in 3 months I'll be counting millions. So that is another reason why I said, if you are someone who don't have patience, who wants like this instant wealth, who doesn't have a long run plan or a plan on the long run, then don't just venture into trading, because trading will uncover a lot of things about you that you don't know that you had before. Trading will open your indent characters that you have built right from when you were young, and will shove them back to your face. And until you're able to hone those characters and control them, you won't be able to be successful in trading. So after spending some time in Ogara, I got the basics and I started watching some YouTube videos about Bollinger Band, RSI, and when you backtest all these Bollinger Band strategies, they will work on the chart. They will work, but when you're on the live market, they don't work. They lag, they move after price, so you would end up losing your money. So I came back home and there was no light. It was so stressful. Like I put on my phone, and before I analyze chart or look at the chart, my phone goes off and there will not be lights because the area was a new area, so the light has no way. They are not connected light to that area. So I was so angry that I felt that I was like I was underachieving, and I had so much potential that I wanted to. I felt that maybe if I had light, maybe I would be making money like people have been seeing online. So on the fateful day, I just got angry. I told my mom, "Mommy, I'm leaving this house." So prior to that time, I've never left the house before. I think that was the first time I left the house. So she was no normally my mother would always protect her child. She was like, "Don't go anywhere. Where are you going to?" "Oh, God, I'm going. I'm going. That's it." So when she saw that, after the shouting and the whole problem she was giving me at the time was not getting to me, she resorted to want to tell my dad. When I heard she was going to tell my dad, I fly fence. So I threw my things over the fence, crossed the fence, and ran straight to meet my friend in Abraka. I think that was where my journey really started because my friend believed so much on this trading, and he knew I could do it. He knew I had the fortitude. He knew I had the understanding to actually tackle this thing. But there was an issue that I was facing. A lot of people, the market doesn't really reward you for being smart. It rewards you for being disciplined. So I was always trying to outsmart the market. I was trying to just act in kind of way. So when I got there, I spent like a week then trading demo. Then I saw that okay, I was flipping some account, doing some account, but I felt okay, I could be lucky on some 50-50. But I was kind of good. And the first pair I traded was this volatility on deriv. So you know that when you're making profit, you're making a huge amount of profit. When you're making loss, you're blowing the whole account. So I called my dad after like a week. I was like, "Daddy, I'm sorry that I left the house. So, well, you understand, I need to leave this place. I'm feeling that I'm stuck in a box, and I just need to be around my mates so that I know what they are doing." And who else can understand a man's problem and understand a man's struggle than a man? And my dad, I was so shocked. He was told me, "Well, like I understand, my son. Just be careful, stay away from trouble." And how is the forest going? I told him that I'm making progress, and it was like, "Okay, how much do you need to start?" I was like, "That anyone you can send." My dad sent me my first capital, which was around 15,000 naira or so. At the time, 15,000 naira was about $30 because a dollar was 500 naira, 400, 500 naira at the time. So I funded my account, including my sister. My sister gave me some money also. Everything I funded was about $40. So I funded my account, man. I was just, all the old adrenaline and stuff was pumping. So um being the fact that this was a huge step for me, a huge step. Like I've never really taken this step before in my life. So which other pair would I even trade than Step Index? So I entered Step Index, and um uh, at first it was going good actually. I made about $10 on the account, and I was like, wow, it's so easy. I closed that trade. I doubled the lot size, and it gave me about $7. So I was up like $57 on the account. Then all of a sudden, tanked. So when price was getting close to my entry, I was like, what's happening? What's happening? But well, it crossed my entry, was going down. So after it crossed my entry, all I had was hope, and I hoped till the whole account got blown. Guy, market, the poor spit for my face. So I lost that money, but that didn't really stop me. But when I was losing the money, man, my hand was shaking. Like I was like, God, my money is going. I think I cried. Then I was like, what do I tell my dad? My dad didn't even ask me for that money. Obviously, he knew that I would lose that money. So in 2021, I started. And then 2021 in 2020. Okay, that was in April, May, June. In December, I got a job, a government job, like a contract job. So I heard some people trading. They were talking about this key zones. I never heard of key zones in my life because I didn't even think that YouTube was a place where I could learn how to trade. So I didn't. This YouTube was not the first get go for me. It was just it was some Telegram groups that I saw those videos for Bolingo bands. So I went to YouTube, I browsed about key zones, and I saw it. From there, I started marking key zones. I thought that when price hit key zones, they will buy. I always see reaction, but sometimes, most times, it will sell, or maybe if I'm selling it, will go again. So there's supposed to be a secret to this. So the whole of 2021 was a trial and error kind of thing for me, but I knew that it was what I wanted to do. Fast forward to 2022, that was where I went crazy into the market. I was like, it's a do or die. I started pumping all my money. I could not even afford clothes. I could not afford to eat. I was always, any money that I had, I was throwing it into the market, losing money consistently. Although I would flip an account, withdraw. Once I withdraw the profits, then the home capital would blow fund again. And it was crazy. It was crazy, I swear. So I was looking all tattered. I would post some videos about this. I was looking all tattered, but I kept on professing positivity into my future. I kept on professing things that, oh, my, this thing is going to work out for me. I'm going to get it. This thing is going to work out. I see people making money online. I followed the likes of Abby, Jeffrey. I think Jeffrey was the one I actually vibed to because he had this calm persona. So my in 2022, 2022, the year of 2021 was just try and error until 2022 when I stumbled on one of FS Goat videos. Man, those guys are good. Like they broke down the chart for me. So that was before SMC, before I had anything about SMC. So I'd fallen in love with price action, pure price action, technicals before I heard of SMC. So SMC was like a noise to me because it started distorting what I already knew from the get go. So although the strategy was kind of long term, so I needed a kind of strategy where I could snipe in my entries and snipe out. So the strategy didn't really offer that to me. So that was where the homework started. The whole of 2022 was all homework, losses. 2023 almost the same thing. I think it was towards the ending of 2023 almost the same thing. But I started seeing some progress on the chart. My charting became very 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 like very very good. In 2024, I made my first $800 from the market, and that was where the story started from. So 2024, I made my first money from the market, made withdrawal on 10 trades actually. I made withdrawal and I made like two withdrawals before losing the account. 10 trades have this policy where they they do this there's a rule, consistency rule, where if you don't use a consistent lot size, you end up not being paid. So although the firm is a very very good firm, they pay like within 30 minutes, but their rules they don't really favor people who like to scale into positions. So 2020, 2024 was progress for me. I started seeing huge progress on the chart. I started withdrawing. 2025 now is where we are. I've got my own apartment. I remember when I came to Port Harcourt for the first time. It was not easy because the money I had was just for rent. I didn't have plan for any other thing. I slept on the floor. But now things are going quite well. As you can see, I made a withdrawal of about I made a withdrawal of over 300 something $320 for my 7 arrow um, that I made last week. I have a funded account with Equity Edge, but I'm planning on getting a funded account with funding pips. I'm still in the process. I'm still in phase one. So now, for the purpose of this channel, the purpose of this channel is solely for people who have a primordial knowledge of trading. I'm not here to tell you to try to cram what trading is, how the bank move the market, or who are the people behind. I'm here to teach you pure price action, technicals, break down the chart. So as a souvenir and as something that I want to, I think I owe to the community, because it's not common. Everybody wants money for doing something, for helping you do something on the trading space. Although it might result to money because it's actually big work, but basically there should be like some incentives for people who really genuinely really want to learn. A lot of fraud in the community, in this community, in this game. I lost I lost $300 in 2022 for paying for a minute. I won't mention the person's name, but is one of your faves. So I don't follow all of them. I don't follow any of them. So I'm just on my own journey. I lost $300 because after paying for the mentorship, I asked a question. Everybody that knows me know I'm a very very polite person. Like, I'm very very polite. I don't overstep. But it just happened to just be aggressive and was asking me why I'm asking that kind of question. It's a long story, so I won't really dabble into that right now. So back to the purpose of this channel. The purpose of this channel is to break down the chart. Every week, I'll be posting chart overviews, chart breakdowns of potential trades that I'll be looking at for. I don't trade on Mondays, so I'll be dropping it. I'll be dropping this analysis as from Tuesdays. Between Tuesdays and Fridays. I don't trade on Fridays. I might hold the trade to Friday or probably across the weekend, but I don't trade on Fridays. I don't execute trades on Fridays. I execute trades on Thursdays, Wednesdays, and Tuesdays. So that's my rule. It works perfectly for me. So please turn on your notification. Follow us for more insights on, so that just to tackle your technicals. Although the people say psychology is the most important part of trading, but your psychology will be rubbish if you don't trust your technical. You have to have a system that you trust. So I'm not trying to teach you off or spoon feed you or force my strategy down your throat. No, I want you to, so that the way I don't trade like FX good, but we have similar analysis style. So you see, you could learn from my style and add what you already know, for more confidence. So that's just it. It's a community. So sit back, subscribe to this channel, like this video, and turn on your notification. So whenever I post my analysis, you'll be the first to get it, and you'll be first to maybe do your own analysis to validate what I'm saying. And if it's something that vibes with you, you can get on the trade and make money with me. Thanks for watching.